The detective won't call back. Coroner won't call.
Yeah.
I mean, just nobody will call.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck here in limbo, pretty much, you know.
Warning. The podcast you're about to listen to may contain graphic descriptions of violent assaults, murder, and adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, it's David with the Murder Police Podcast. The episode you're about to listen to, or watch on YouTube, is called Little Timmy Sterner, an Update. It's based on Timmy's disappearance in Kentucky on April 9th, 2024. We aired 8 episodes on this case, and I'd recommend going back and finding those episodes titled Never Forget Little Timmy. That'll get you caught up pretty good. Since we aired that, there's been some major updates to the case, and we sat down with his father, Timmy, and his stepmother, Ashley, to talk about what those updates are just recently. I'm also going to add that after we sat down and recorded with them, there was another important update. So I'm going to need you to stick around to the very end of the program that we have today and listen carefully and watch for what that latest update is as well. Take care, and once again, never forget Little Timmy.
Well, welcome back to the Murder Police, guys. We've had you all about a year ago now. We have Timmy Sterner with us and his lovely wife, Ashley, and we covered your all's case on Where's Your All's Son, Little Timmy Sterner. So thank you for coming back.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're really grateful for the trust in us to help carry the message in and whatnot. So and I think the reason we sat down today is because since the last time we recorded those several episodes, that there's been developments in Timmy's case. And so we were hoping that to the degree you're comfortable, if you want to share what those developments were, we'd like to know. And I think the audience would like to know too, because a lot of people engaged Timmy's story on social media and on YouTube. A lot of people.
Yeah, we had a lot of episodes out there, you know, at that time, as you all recall, obviously very well. You all were still trying to find him. So we did have a lot of engagement on that. And so now, like David said, there's been some development, and we're so grateful that you all came back to kind of update the listeners, because not all things hit the news, or maybe people miss it in the news. So why don't you all tell us, since we saw you last, what's come about Little Timmy's case?
You want to start?
I think it was around mid to late March. They found remains. They sent it off. They called us and told us that they had remains, that they was going to send it off to the lab. And it was towards the end of July when we got the call that it was Little Timmy.
Wow.
So they confirmed it.
Well, we didn't get a call. The detective come and seen us and said it was my son.
Yeah.
You know, and ever since then, we've been in the dark.
Yeah, that's the one thing we talked about before we sat down, is that it sounds like you're a little frustrated that you're not really getting communicated with a lot.
We can't get a phone call. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either. That's a peeve of mine.
I mean, I tried to call several times and can't get nothing.
Are they just not
returns.
returning your old phone calls or
They're
emails?
not returning them at all. I even leave text, a call,
Do you
leave
think
messages.
maybe they're going through, or are they getting them, you think? The messages?
Oh, they have. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's disappointing. Got to be frustrating, too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Because while at the one hand, finding his remains, which I'm sorry that you had to go down that road. But
Right.
I think you all, when we talked before, knew that there was a probability because of the way things went down. So on the same side, it gives you answers, but now without a lot of communication, you're left with more questions.
No, none at all.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
don't have it.
No.
And I don't understand why.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there supposed to be helping me.
Yeah, and I told you before that back when I was in the game, there was a part of the thing that happens or should happen with a detective is developing a relationship with the family. And there's families that, even though it's been many years, I stay in touch with today, and because you're all that they've got. So hopefully they get better. Maybe they get better. I can't guarantee it. When I commanded our investigation section, I mean, I ran where all of those detectives lived. I think most of them knew if I had a pet peeve, it was not communicating with your victim's family.
Oh, yeah,
it's part of the job, right? It's out chasing bad guys, but part of the job, big part of the job, is representing.
You got a hard job, and you go through a lot. I understand,
but
you do.
But most of it is centered around you all. It always has to be. So maybe they'll get better. I mean, let's hope.
Well, I hope too.
Yeah.
I mean, my son's and she done had everything, memorial, everything lined up. They found him, got his remains.
But we still don't have his remains.
Yeah, let's go back to can we go back to the remains a little bit? Because I think that the people that paid attention to the first episodes will be curious. Where were they found? Where were those remains found?
Oh, Sulphur Well.
Sulphur Well.
An area
after
Kentucky.
He got moved.
An area that had already been searched.
Yeah. How far away do you think it was from that house that he was at?
Not very far at all.
Yeah,
right around
that's
the
what
corner.
I'm picturing.
There was a pet cemetery up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe even less than a mile away.
No, yeah. He was right.
So that area that they
found
ultimately
his clothes
found him,
right there.
That had been searched before, and he was not there.
Right.
So then they go back,
Right.
and now they found him.
Mm-hmm.
What led them to go back? Do you all know?
Evidently he got to talk to somebody. Somebody said something.
That's a big advance.
Yeah.
Big
It was.
They-
I mean, on me, but it's still it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody out there lose a child, you just don't know how hard it is. I swear. I mean, I have not slept for many, many, many nights.
I have no doubt. I think I might have said before, that's one place I try not to let my imagination go. I think it would break me. So you've been in my prayers, all of you have been in my prayers.
Thank
Meeting a parent that loses a child, especially through suspicious circumstances or violence, my heart's always gone out to them. I just don't want to. I hope I die and not have to deal with what you're dealing with.
Right.
I hope I do. So close proximity to the big house that we talked about that he went to, or I think if people go back and listen, they'll learn where we believe he was lured to.
Oh yeah.
Right after getting out of prison, and that. So they find his remains. They identify him, and where are the remains now? That the last time you all were told? Knocked.
And we didn't know what they was.
They never called us and let me know that.
How'd you find out they were?
Finally, from the coroner down here, the assistant coroner.
She had the medical examiner from Frankfurt call me.
Oh, good.
And the lady said that she personally drove to Knoxville to pick them up, and they told her that they would not release, that they wanted to do another search. Like, there was more of him out there, but we've not heard anything else about that.
My bet would be, because of where they're at in Knoxville, is they're probably trying to determine how he died.
Right.
And that's so difficult with skeletal remains. And
couldn't they call somebody and let me know?
There we go. We're back to that thing we started out with. I'm disappointed that somebody's not calling you and letting you know. To explain that, I'm going to bet that I'm right, but that should come from somebody else, is that the next piece of what this investigation is how did he die? Right. Did somebody harm him, or did he have a medical emergency or something, and they just threw him out in the woods? I mean, so I can get that, but again, we're back to what we started out with. Yeah. You all just need to have more communication. There's no doubt. You're not the only family that we've run into that's happening. I just met with a family that is having similar issues with an agency out in the Midwest. So, again, back to it. Hopefully they get better about that. Somebody from there should be telling you that. I just don't understand. If it helps, I think that they're trying to determine how he died, and it's very difficult with those remains.
The detective won't call back. Coroner won't call.
Yeah.
I mean, just nobody will call.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck here in limbo, pretty much,
And I guess around town, it's kind of quieting down.
Yeah.
Nobody's really talking about it in town anymore.
Well, they did. They did last month. It all come. An outlet of that was they didn't check his back pockets. Still had his jail card in his back pocket. And they knew, I told him right then, it's Timmy.
And had his jail card and his debit card from, I guess, where he would make phone calls and stuff like that. But
so they knew it was him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Had a pretty good idea.
I thought, that detective was going to come down and tell me, hey, it was your son.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to tell me? It was your son, and then you get up and walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you, what are you doing about this?
Yeah.
So you were basically left with more questions than you had before.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate thing that happens.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing that happens.
I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
The system is, I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah. I think and I'll just go to tell you, it's not so much the system, it's who's in it. And you can get people who are passionate and they believe and they work and they don't stop. You can get people that understand, again, that part of the obligation is to be close to you, is to keep you informed, maybe even just to talk to you every now and then to get things off your chest.
Yeah, make a phone call.
Exactly.
Yeah, just, you doing okay, Tammy?
Yeah, so.
Y'all doing okay? Y'all need anything?
Just to let you know they haven't forgotten about you.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
Right.
It's, that's part of the gig,
Mm-hmm.
It's, so hopefully, again, I'll say it again, hopefully they get better about it. Hopefully they get better.
So,
I hope too.
So tell me again now on the memorial that you've got planned. So those plans are parked right now till you can get
we're ready to.
I had already had a building. Yeah. I was going to go make a payment. Then had, a video in the works.
Gotcha.
Everything.
We had everything. I've been talking about like food and
flyers
making
and
invitations.
Like
I had to put it on pause.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he deserves to have his son's
oh, for sure.
remains, his ashes there. I don't even called up at a cremation place to, finish having the remains cremated.
And they're great people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are great people.
Yeah.
Lexington.
Yeah.
They was willing to take some money off just to help me out.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice. What we can go ahead and talk about them if they're that nice. Do you remember the name of the company?
Oh, well.
And if we don't,
maybe Care Cremation.
Yeah, Care Cremations. Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing.
deal. Well, hats off to Care Cremation.
Yeah.
Because to be able to lean in and give somebody a hand in that worst time of your damn life.
They're great.
Worst time of your life.
They are great.
Hats off to them. So if we're looking, let's go back a little bit again. That even though that was a quick visit by the detective, when they told you, when they sat down and told you that, how did that hit, Tim? What did that feel like? Let me start with you and then Ashley.
Man.
Yeah.
I already knew it was him.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a big reaction.
Yeah.
But he had to come down and tell me,
that official.
It was his, yeah.
Yeah, the official.
But I already knew it was him. So I kind of kept my cool and all that.
Yeah.
But I go through so much you wouldn't believe. Every day, man. It don't get no easier. You just can't close that door,
I don't think it ever closes.
It won't close.
No, I don't think it closes.
That door won't close.
It's
I just got to deal with it every day. I don't know what else to do.
People all the time that we interviewed Dr. Greg Davis, a medical examiner, and then he taught that forensic stuff at UK. And he made a great remark one day. He said that there's really no such thing as closure.
No.
He used the word metabolizing. Right. He goes, people who have had a loss like what you've had, over the years you weave it into who you are. Right. So it never closes. But it's a matter of getting in it, being able to breathe every day, being able to get out of bed every day. I don't think that you can just get past that.
No, you don't. Yeah. You don't. Everybody says, you will get closure. You don't ever get closure.
No.
That door ain't ever going to close. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Ashley, what about you when you heard? Whether it was because let me go back here. Before he was found, if I remember correctly, and this is common, there were a few reports of remains in this general area. What did that feel like when you heard that they found new remains? Did your mind immediately go to
It was
Timmy?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we thought.
Yeah. That's what I think, because I haven't met a family yet that every time at Sandra Hasty with her son Michael Gorley is that the pain that they go through every time a hunter or a fisherman stumbles across some remains is that my loved one. So when back to it again, Ashley, what did it feel like to you when you heard that he was found or possibly found?
Kind of same as him, but I kind of still had hope that it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Holding out some hope. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I still don't want to believe it, even though.
No, we still don't want to believe it.
But it's like until we have his urn, I still kind of, even though the detective told us it's him, I still.
Yeah.
I want to think that he's at a friend's house or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just partying and enjoying himself. Yeah. Where he should be. Yeah. Where he absolutely should be.
I seen random guys like walking down the street that kind of had his stocky build, and I'm like, is that him? You know, I still do it.
I've heard that from so many people who've lost somebody, is that they'll see somebody in a crowd and it'll take their breath away. Mm-hmm. And I've had that happen, even with people that I just didn't lose violently, is family members, is I'll see somebody and I'll be like, woo, just for a second.
Yeah.
Just for a second. Yeah. And that's how present they are in our mind. Mm-hmm. So as far as like what you all would like to see, let's start. I think the number one thing you'd like to see on your list that we've established is more communication from the investigators. So we'll put that at the top of the wish list and
arrest made.
There we go. That's where I want to go to next. Is
because
accountability.
Nobody's paid for
Nobody
this.
has paid for it at all.
Nobody has paid for
and the
what
sad
they
thing
have done.
They've located
and, I know
place.
who's done it. I do.
I think that where it comes back to why his remains are in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Right.
For what it's worth, hang in there. Mm-hmm. Even though you haven't been told by somebody else, is that the next step in this is that you find his remains and you have all that suspicious activity at the house. They unequivocally have to determine how he died. And
I understand that.
And unless they get some other corroborating evidence through witness statements, and those are even difficult. So that'll be the next step, is can they prove that? And that takes time. It's even, we covered Letha Rutherford. She went missing about 32, 33 years ago from Lexington. And I remember that her remains were found and they were able to determine that she was probably a sharp-edged instrument, like a knife, was used on her because of some of the material they found on one of her rib bones. Crazy. And that was years ago. Yeah. So there's been so many advances. And I will tell you that the place that's in Knoxville specializes in examining bones and parts of bones to see if what kind of devices and tools might have been used. But there we go. The next thing is justice, is accountability. Somebody being accountable for what happened sooner than later. Because we were just talking about the news thing you saw last night, a case that I worked 27 years ago. Yeah. Finally just got solved. They should never take that long. We would hope they wouldn't take that long. But it was technology and science that rolled in on that. Now, the hard part on that case, without going, we'll cover that one at some point, is a year after he killed this woman in Lexington, the suspect killed himself. And there's the hard part, is we don't get to see his butt go to trial. And that's hard.
Yeah.
Unequivocally, they know he did it.
Yeah.
But not being able to watch him go through the process.
Yeah, he killed himself.
Yeah, And so that there's justice served maybe, but the idea that those family and friends deserve to sit in a courtroom.
Right.
And that's what you all deserve, to sit in a courtroom, watch that circus, which I'm hoping it happens one day. You got to give me a call so I can help walk you through it. Because
I'm afraid that if they do something in the court date, I'd like to be there. Are they going to call me?
Yeah.
They going to let me know? Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hopefully.
This is the way this has been working out.
Yeah, judging from the way it's been going.
Yeah.
And I think in your all's shoes, and I understand it takes a while to investigate the remains, David, like you said, but you have to think it's been months since they've had him. What are we doing? How have we still don't know months later?
Well, we don't know.
Where are we?
Well, it's the update. But I will tell you that it just takes time.
Yeah, it takes time, but putting yourself in their shoes,
right.
And then knowing.
Yes.
I mean, it'll be a year next month.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, then knowing where he was, car was there, everything else. What they done? Nothing.
Yeah. Hopefully they're doing something.
Right.
Hopefully they're doing
so.
But an update would be nice.
That's what I'm getting
We
at,
haven't forgotten you.
Yeah.
We are still working this case.
They call me every couple of days or 3 days, maybe once a week.
Even once a week, once a month would be. You've got nothing.
Just something.
Exactly.
And that's really disappointing.
Don't leave me up and just floating around here.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that's where your imagination starts to run away.
Yeah.
And
his does.
Mine does.
It does.
Very bad.
Mm-hmm.
So on the wish list is an arrest and then a conviction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A good sturdy sentence. That's the next thing that we always got to worry about is what jurors, as Ray Larson used to call them, rest in peace, is jurors, what they do or don't do with it. Do they take care of business with these people?
Right.
Do they take care of this business sooner than later?
Sooner than later.
Well, and I think also why they kill him.
Yeah.
Why?
Sure, yeah, that's the big thing. Is that
and they'll never tell.
No,
but you would just love
that's
to know why.
That's what I don't get at all. Why?
Why'd you have to kill
Y'all
him?
doing this to
Like
me?
he just got out of prison.
Yeah.
Like what could he have done to you guys in one day?
That warranted
Y'all
you killing him,
kill him.
taking his life.
I mean, we didn't even get to see him.
Yeah.
She was bringing him down there to Atlanta the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, to me. And he was going to come down there and live with me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't happen, did it?
No. That's why I want people to go back and look at those episodes because you all were really good and his friends were really good about that expectation of having that shot again and them robbing him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Took that availability away from him. Granted, we want the police to communicate with you more. The next thing is what can people in the community do? What do you think? Are there still people out there that probably know things that would help the investigation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'd ask them to come forward?
Yeah, and we always say in a lot of our episodes, somebody knows something, and nobody wants to tell. And I just wish people could put themselves in your all's shoes and think if it was their loved one, they would want somebody to tell.
Exactly.
And if it comes out that they know something, they also will be convicted because they've not told what's
there. They was involved.
Yes,
Yeah,
they know
exactly.
and they just didn't tell.
And a lot of them scared.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Some of them are.
Yeah. But I tell you what, there's some out there that has come forward. What? They ain't doing nothing about it. You
Well,
know,
hopefully they're in.
They
Hopefully
had
they're
two
interviewing.
witnesses. The detective did. What's going on? I just don't. I'm lost in the whole system here. I am.
And it's sad to think this day and age that our system is that
that
inept at getting staying in
is.
touch with families. It's just
Right.
a phone call. And I understand they have caseloads, but they could take 5 minutes to carve out to let them
absolutely.
know that they haven't forgotten you. A phone call, a text, an email, something.
Part of the job. I'm just going to say that again. It's part of the job. So hopefully that improves. So we definitely want the people in the community to come forward, right? Because there's still more, and there's not just the people that were there. There's the people they've towed, and there's the family that they've towed. And we've talked about that before. Is that that they could be liable for some criminal conduct in that, but at a minimum, they're just unethical, amoral people to carry that on their heart and not share that. And they better hope that never visits them and their family one day.
Right.
Well, Timmy and Ashley, thank you all again for coming in and updating us and our listeners. I know so many people, like I said, we present a case and people then wonder what happened, wonder where it is now. So thank you for updating us. And I hope the next time we sit down with you all that you've had answers, you've gotten him back, and you're able to have that memorial. So, and again, there's never true closure, but I think at least if you can get him back, and most definitely if we can get this case solved, you all will know something. I think the question marks dancing around, has to be the hardest thing. Not that any of it's easy, but not knowing is excruciating. So thank you all.
Thank you all very much. You know, you're in our prayers, and we've really enjoyed getting to know you all. We really think the world of all of you. We really think the world of you guys, and
Thank you very much.
we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, and I just want to say
We need to
again,
get together and go do something.
Amen dinner, something for sure. I'd love it. And by the way, that's one thing too that I think that I'd like the audience to know is that you all reached out when you were ready to sit down again. Because it has been a while since you got the news. But I remember when we saw it in the news, as me and Wendy talked about it, and I'm real big on not exploiting that or approaching. It's all in your time. So as things develop, you know, you just reach out to one of us and let us know, but only when you're comfortable with it.
Right.
Because we had talked about it, and I'm like, well, I don't know if we're supposed to say anything.
Yeah. And again, we haven't discussed anything today that would jeopardize that case.
Right.
And that's the number one thing is I'm passionate about that, about not jeopardizing cases. But I will say again, one more time, a lot of our listeners and viewers really paid attention to all those episodes, and they get a vested interest, and they're going to be very interested to see how you're doing and where the investigation is so far, and that little window of opportunity that opened when he was found.
and I do want to also say, like I often say, somebody knows something. So if you're watching this, put yourself in this family's shoes. I hope the guilt is eating you alive that you've been keeping it a secret this long. So if you know something, well, have the balls to come forward and tell on whoever you know who did it. That's big. That's impressive if you can tell what you know.
Cough it up.
So if you're keeping it close to your chest, I hope it eats you alive every night.
Yeah.
I hope it does. You don't know what I think at night. I mean, you
I
would
can't
imagine what I go through every night. I might not go to sleep for an hour a night. You can ask her. I'm up and down or just laying there, and my mind's full of stuff. And they try to give me medicine and stuff. I don't even take it. Don't want it.
It's still not going to give you answers, is it? Might make you sleep, but you're not going to have answers.
Well, it don't even make you sleep.
Hang in there and pray.
Yes.
Hang in there and pray.
I do every night.
Thank you all again.
Before I go to bed.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching or listening to this update on the Timmy Sterner case. Just days after the filming, the Kentucky State Police made Timmy Sterner's remains available to them, fulfilling a great need for the family in order to memorialize Timmy and lay him to rest. Many thanks to the Kentucky State Police for coordinating the release of Timmy's remains.
The Murder Police podcast is hosted by Wendy and David Lyons and was created to honor the lives of crime victims, so their names are never forgotten. It is produced, recorded, and edited by David Lyons. The Murder Police podcast can be found on your favorite Apple or Android podcast platform, as well as at murderpolicepodcast.com, where you will find show notes, transcripts, information about our presenters, and a link to the official Murder Police Podcast merch store, where you can purchase a huge variety of Murder Police Podcast swag. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, which is closed caption for those that are hearing impaired. Just search for the Murder Police Podcast and you will find us. If you have enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe for more and give us 5 stars and a written review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you download your podcasts. Make sure you set your player to automatically download new episodes so you get the new ones as soon as they drop. And please tell your friends. Lock it down, Judy.
Hey, everybody, it's Wendy. In case you didn't know, David finally got off his butt and finished his book, True Crime and Consequences. The book is super educational and talks about the world of true crime and where it meets real investigations. It is perfect for everyone, from true crime fans like myself, to the true crime podcaster or YouTuber, to the amateur detective or web sleuth. And not to leave anyone out, you cops need to read this book too. True Crime and Consequences is available at murderpolicepodcast.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, well, pretty much anywhere you'd find a great book like this. So true crime fans, go get your copy today.